back, guys. So for the longest time, I've been using uh, just regular toolkits from the store. But then I realized, why don't they make vehicle-specific kits, right? So I decided to actually just make my own to work in my Toyota, and this is what you see right here. This box is from TRUSCO. The part number is CTD 370 MBK. And it is not made by TRUSCO, it's made by Toyo Steel. But it's only offered by TRUSCO in this color scheme. The other ones are not black and or silver. They have like different other, like I think it's silver or stainless steel, but it's not too bad. So why vehicle specific? I only worked on Toyotas and or Fords, so there's no reason for me to have a bunch of different tools in a kit that doesn't, and I'm not gonna use them, right? So that's why I made this basically for my car. At the moment, I don't have a Ford. Well, I do have a Ford, but it's back home, back in the United States. I have a Ford Mustang. But to work on my Toyota right now and my Honda, I just need certain tools, certain sizes. But here it is. Let me open up for you guys. So everything inside, insert wise, I made using my 3D printer, and everything has its place. What tools did I choose? There's a little bit of everything in here, from Taiwan to Japanese tools to China, right? But mostly it's gonna be Taiwan and Japanese. Japanese tools are really good quality and really good value. Right? So for wrenches, I wanted to have a mostly full set, from all the way down to 8 to 19. And these are the Asahi Revowave, which is a Japanese brand. And these are more stylish, I would say. They're not technically... Asahi uses, or they make, I should say, many different types, but they're most famous for the light tool. And the light tools are basically, they have holes in the wrench to make them lighter. But I chose these because these are, I don't need them to be light. I just need them to be, well, a decent wrench. So I chose these. This came in a kit that is from sizes, from the sizes, from sizes 8 to 24. I was not able to put the other size, the missing sizes in here because they were just too big, and I didn't have enough room in this box for those sizes. For, let's say, my main ratchet, or the 3/8 ratchet, I went with KTC part number BR390L. It's a 92th ratchet. It's a brand new ratchet. They just came out with it. And KTC is famous for basically their Nepros line, which is a much nicer line that compares a lot more to Snap-on than, let's say, Craftsman, right? So this one is a nice length. It's about 12 inches. DURATECH, you know, few. 9-tooth gear, not too fat in the head. Quick release. I prefer quick releases. It's just a preference. I just like I like to get a socket and then just go put it in there. It won't fall off. And then if I needed to take it out, it just falls off. It's pretty nice. So this is my main 3/8. For my 1/4 inch, I just went with a Craftsman. And this is a Craftsman mini head. And there's a part number right here. I don't know if it's gonna actually, or not soon, but I don't know if it's actually gonna focus there, but it's CMM T99428. So the Craftsman mini head is a very good ratchet. It has 72 teeth, and it's probably the lightest back drag Craftsman makes. Like the amble and the gear inside is like really good back drag wise. So like it's just smooth. 72 teeth. The switch is nice and metal. The only problem with this ratchet is you cannot put any kind of grease in here. It has to be light oil. Any kind of light oil that's not super viscous and super sticky, it's perfect. Why? Because the pawl sticks to the gear. So if you do that, if you put, let's say, super lube, like you can put on this one, or you can put, like, say, a snap-on or a Harbor Freight ratchet, it's gonna stick. And that's one of the first mistakes I made. I put super lube in there, and it got stuck. So I thought it was something. I thought it was like something wrong with it. But then I realized that some ratchets don't actually need that. But yeah, I put a nice Teflon-based oil. I forgot the brand, but it's a Japanese brand. But now it works like a charm, and it's just a very good ratchet. I don't know why these aren't the main Craftsman ratchets, because these are way better than what they have. Way better than those fat ones that they first released. Those are getting discontinued, and the ones that are getting replaced by are also nice, but they're not as nice as this one. And I do have one of those. Here it is. Now this one I made a custom handle, because I'm doing a toolkit that is wood, or wood, I should say wood related, or not related, but wood themed, because I bought a bunch of tools that have wood handles. But anyways, this is the new Craftsman ratchet that they replaced all the other ones with, which is the profile is really nice and thin, but the head is obviously bigger, or wider, I should say. But this ratchet, this one is much better than this one, bar none. For my bit ratchet, I went with a Astra Products. Astra Products it's like the Japanese Harbor Freight. It's exactly the same. It looks the same, literally set up the same. And they sell some of the same tools, like their 92 ratchets that Harbor Freight sells. Astra Products also sells. But anyway, I went with this one. It's pretty nice. Flex head. It's not locking, and it's not pass through, which is that, I mean, I don't really use pass through anything with bits, but for the bits, I went with I believe these are Baco. Yeah, Baco bits. They were pretty cheap. So the Baco bits were, I think I got them in when I was in England. So I used to live in England. Yeah, I got this kit right here. This big kit. Oh, there's no part number, but Anyway, it came with a bunch of bits, a bunch of like duplicates, and I could just like part them out to whatever I want. But that's where I got them from. And I also went with SK11 bits. The SK11 bits came with a ratchet, but I'm not using that ratchet for this one. I'm using it for this other kit that I have over here, a little small 1/4-inch kit. But SK11 is a good brand as well. But overall, I wanted to not convolute or not convolute. Sorry, I didn't want to just have a ton of tools in a kit that I'm not gonna use. So I purposely went around the car to like every bolt, every little thing that was in there, and put not a fastener, but put a tool to it to see what sizes I needed on a list. And that's what I came up with, basically. My extensions are all SK11 as well. They're wobble extensions. Wobble gives you an extra degree of movement. All right. And you can basically put it like this, where it doesn't move straight on there, but you can get that wobble for that extra movement. And I just felt that this were better for, let's say, a vehicle specific kit, because you want to have the most advantages you can have with the least amount of tools. For let's say a cutter, I went with an Alpha cutter in red, and this is a collaboration between Alpha and TRUSCO. Alpha makes awesome knives. They have like this black blade, and they're just, the quality of these are nice. These are made in Japan. They're plastic, but overall it's a really good cutter. For the screwdriver, now I did not want to put a ton of screwdrivers in this kit because the screwdrivers just take a lot of space. Let's say I would have put one of the screwdrivers that I have on here. All right, so I have a ton of screwdrivers, but if let's say I put this kit in here, this KTC kit, which is excellent screwdrivers, by the way, they're really good screwdrivers. I actually like this a lot, but they're not made in Japan, they're made in Taiwan. But anyways, that's not what this is about. It just takes up too much space, right? I would have taken it at least 2 of these just to put these in here. So I bought the Craftsman V series, right? The Craftsman V series is basically a USAG or FOCM screwdriver. This is a ratcheting screwdriver, but they just rebranded the screwdriver for Craftsman, and all they did was basically change a few things. Let's say the V series, the FOCM comes with a much better bit holder, but almost everything is identical. And this one's nice because one, it's a regular screwdriver, right? And oh, I don't want to be all like wiggly in there, and it becomes a T-handle, right? So you can have the flexibility of whatever you want to do. And it comes with a stubby at the end. Magnetic. Like I said, the bits are a mix of stuff. I have a Vessel, and then Craftsman, and then SK11. But it's just a nice compact screwdriver, ratchet screwdriver you can use, and you don't have to take up a lot of space in the toolkit. What's next? Let's say the light. Light is always important. So you want to have a very big, not big, but very nice light. And I have an O light. That's 400 lumens. It is perfect for what I need it for, and it's this is a very good light. I'm very surprised by it. I never owned an O light before, but it's I mean, it's capable. It's small, it fits, and the magnet's pretty strong. But I mean, it's a light. Now, sockets. I went with about 3 different brands. Craftsman B series, super nice sockets, very nice quality. They weren't expensive because I got them on the sale they had, and overall it's a very nice socket. For my 3/8 longs, 3/8 or 1/4 inch, the 1/4 inch are also V series, and the small 1/4 inch are also V series. For my 3/8 shorts, I went with KTC. KTC makes a lot of good tools, very good quality. I will consider these just as high as, let's say, Proto or Snap-on or any of the big brands. They are very good, and for the price, they're kind of hard to beat. This kit right here from 8 to 19 was about $40. I think it's missing like 2 sizes. I cannot remember at the top of my head, but I do not need the sizes in this kit because this is just for Toyotas and Hondas. That's it. So I have a separate box with all my Ford stuff, but very good quality. It's just, look at this. It's just very good. Nice machining. Not a lot of chamfer on here, or but yeah, very nice, whatever you call this, I forget, but it's just overall a nice quality socket for cheap. And then for the least used stuff, I will say I went with not the cheapest, but I went with bang for the buck, right? So for this ones, I went with Craftsman B series. They have the extract technology, which is basically RBRT. It's pretty much what it is, but not as good as RBRT, because it doesn't have all the RBRT technology. And for the Torx, I went with DURATECH. DURATECH makes very affordable tools, and a lot of them are actually really good quality for the price. Made in China, obviously. I also went with DURATECH for the e-Torx. But last but not least is going to be your pliers. Now for pliers, I didn't go for cheap pliers because I hate cheap pliers. They just don't work good, and a lot of times they're not worth their money, right? So SK11 Needle nails. These ones are made by Fujiya. Fujiya is a famous brand in Japan, very good quality. And these ones are the budget Fujiya brand, but the quality is pretty good. Made in Thailand, if I remember correctly. Just a very good set. Next is the Tone, whatever you want to call it. Made in Japan, very nice cutter, strong blades. They're not the super strong nippers, but they do cut very good, and they feel really good. They have like this nice step, here in the handles where you can place your thumb, and they're just very good, very affordable set of nippers. I think they were under $16 if I remember correctly. I gotta check my prices, but they're so affordable. It just amazes me how the Japanese can pump out really good quality stuff for really cheap. Another Japanese brand, Lobster or shrimp, I think the Japanese say, made in Japan, black coating, and these have special. It's basically a not as nice set of the Kinepex twins or whatever they called, but they're basically the same thing, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can see, but they have teeth. They're made for basically removing screws, and they're just, the quality of these are nice. These are the 8-inch models and are 200 mil, and they're very good. Lastly, water pump pliers. I also went with Lobster, and the same thing. They have a special screw extractor teeth, and I mean, they're pretty good. And these, I don't really use these much, but I decided I wanted these because once they were like $10, Japanese made, and it's just the quality is really nice. But overall, mostly everything in here didn't cost that much money. And let's say if you get a similar kit from KTC or Town or any of the other brands that make a kit like this, let me cut that out real quick. So if you get any kit, it's gonna cost you more money, right? So KTC Town makes a kit like this, but they're about $450 depending on what kind of tools you get with it. And their trays are not as good. The trays are very weak. They're like a plastic blow molded trays, and they break easy. These are made out of PLA. Let me lower it down here. But as you can see, everything has a spot, and it's just I designed everything myself to fit nicely on there, and it's just on point, if you get what I'm saying. PLA, so this is PLA. It's just a plastic, and it's a very cheap, affordable. All you need is a printer like this one, and you can print it. Obviously I couldn't print this size of a box fully, so it cuts in the middle like that, but overall it looks amazing. But yeah, that's the box. Vehicle specific, mainly for Toyota. Since Toyotas are like my favorite cars, or not, I'm gonna have two favorite brands. That will be Toyota and Ford, specifically the Mustang. But like I said, I made it. I even made this little Toyota logo for it, and it's just it's very satisfying to have in a box that it's mainly for a vehicle that you work on, and you know you're not gonna have to have or you're not gonna have to go run around and get tools, because every box, everything that you put in there is specifically for that car. But with that, it's nice talking to you guys again, and then come back for the rest of the videos that I post. And if you're interested in any of the stuff that I make, and or you want to actually if you want some files or whatever, leave a comment down on the comments, and I will make sure that you get that file and all that stuff that I work on. Yeah, that's it, and thank you for watching my video, guys. I'll see you on the next one.